One world, one single world with so many people living in it. So many people have believed that this one world is safe and secure and that their understanding of it is the truth. People make it their world. People make the world revolve around them. People are not as united as they think they are. They want to be united with each other, yet they don't always agree with each other, and this causes divisions. We have to accept that people are unique, just like everybody else, yet many of these unique people just follow the crowd. There are many people out there who are quite afraid of the world, and so they are happy to be told what to do and what to think, because that gives them a security, makes them feel safe in the world. If everybody is doing the same thing, then it must be right, because we've been told by experts what to do, so we should all do it. Or perhaps even they believe that those in charge are in charge because they are the best at their job, and probably the best people to be in charge. I always debate that. I think those that want to be in charge are usually the ones that have got a bit of an egotistic trend going on. These people who think like this are still human beings, but they are, alas, asleep. We can pity them, or we can help them, though to be honest I find many of that type, these sleepy people, don't want to look at alternative views, as their leaders, let's say, have brainwashed them to think that what people like myself are alternative. We're alternative because, well, we don't fit in, and obviously we don't fit in with the following the rules and the regulations and just doing things because we're being told to do them. They don't like free people. Well, I suppose alternative also doesn't fit into their norm, their normal, their norm that keeps them all feel safe and secure in their world. And most people do live in their own world. Their world, whatever it is, wherever it is, revolves around them and their loved ones, which is understandable because they are unique beings, just like everybody else, having a unique experience on this planet Earth, just like everybody else. Obviously some try to control their world and all that are in it. Some try to get along in this world by just surrendering to others and doing what they want, and even trying to please them. People pleasers. They think they are doing right by sacrificing themselves for others when really they just want to be noticed. Plus it would be a nicer world if we all helped each other. Obviously there are genuine people out there who do want to make the world a better place for one and all. And usually these types of people can see how this world is full of people who follow a certain type, and so they can be more aware of how these people are and how to interact with them. It's an important part of development, in that one develops oneself but also has to be aware that other people are at different stages in their own development. It can be quite frustrating to see stupidity in people, and I like to remind everyone that stupidity breeds in large groups of people. One can lose patience with people who cannot see the bigger picture, and we all find it quite frustrating trying to awaken people that don't want to wake up. And so I've been actually saying to a lot of people recently, let them stay asleep. They're not ready. They're at a very low level of being. Just let them sleep. They will come round at some point, whether it's this life or another life. But it also breaks our hearts to see the torment and torture people inflict on others. We want to make it a better place, and by doing that we do need to look at why people are like they are, understand why people are like they are, and remember that everybody has a story, including ourselves, which has made us who we are. Hopefully you and I are aware that we can change our story, our perspective, and that if we can change our story and our perspective, maybe we'll stop the mechanical being. So if we change our story and our perspective, and that will then hopefully, if we're developing it in the right way, roll out into the world and hopefully have a positive influence on others and the planet itself. We know, as Gurdjieff reminded us, that this world is actually quite chaotic. things are unpredictable. You know, the weather and such like. Also people are unpredictable. But people want to control this chaos. They want to control what they can in their lives to make it, in their minds, a better environment for themselves. You know, they've a strong belief out there that control means that we'd make it just a more secure, safe place. But then you're not being prepared for the unexpected. One of my adages is, always be prepared for the unexpected, or always expect the unexpected. Gurdjieff reminds us that we live under a law of accident. In other words, shit happens. There are other laws that are part of the cosmic maintenance of this planet and the universe. There are more harmonious ones, but they only apply to people who are developing themselves into a more evolved being. Most people who live mechanicistically, fall into the law of accident. Chaos ensues, and then they try to control that chaos. Whereas people who are waking, people who are working on themselves, are aware of the chaos, they are aware of the people who are asleep, and they are aware of the work they have to do on themselves to lift themselves up and out of these laws, and instead go on to a more harmonious and awakened path. One becomes aware of the obstacles and knows how to deal with them, because one is going along a path that feels more harmonious with oneself, more harmonious with one's environment, and more harmonious with one's relationship with all and everything.